to the show. I'm here to give you approximately 60 minutes of questions, answers, and connections to loved ones up above. As we get started today, I want you to know I will never reach out to you. Please do not get scammed. I never reach out to anyone. If you want a reading, hypnosis, a healing, you have to contact me through my website, which is, and I only have one website, Tonig, tonig.info. That's the only one. Please know that. If you're on Podbean and you're calling in, after I do songs, I will be answering calls. I don't want to make you wait on the phone the whole time while I'm doing the intro. If you would like to call in, you can call in on Podbean. Just head on over there, and I'll be happy to answer that call once I'm done with the intro and the songs, and if I do names. Next. I go live every Monday at noon, which is now, and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Next Wednesday, I will not be doing a show, but is it next Wednesday? Yeah. Next Wednesday, I will not be doing a show, and then the following Monday's show will be on Tuesday, and then the following Wednesday, I'll be back. I'm going to get all my shows ready, so when you look on YouTube, you'll see when they're coming up. I hope that made sense. This show does air on WSCS and Rude Rangers TV, all of their television stations, streaming stations, podcasts, and radio stations. I think that's everything. And every place I put it also. I do private sessions. The private sessions are over the phone. I know there's a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with this. A lot of people, like, you send them the question and they like record or send you back the answer. All of my sessions are not like that. My sessions are one-on-one over the phone. You're asking me questions or connecting with loved ones. This is all I do. So pretty much, most of the time, I can get you in within 24 to 48 hours, depending on circumstances. Even next week, I should be able to get everybody in appropriately. But I have something going on next. Is it next week? It's next week. Who else feels like we're in a time lapse right now? Next week, Wednesday evening, I have something going on, and on Monday, I'll be flying the following, not a week from today, but in 2 weeks, I'll be flying, so I won't be able to do shows during those times. Let's see, anything else? I think, I'm the author of 7 books, and I do have an author page, so if you would like to get any of my books, please go to the author page. The link is in the bio. I want to thank everybody for being here, for watching, commenting, liking, any and all donations, which are not necessary, but I'm really grateful for them. And what else? Just for being here and your questions and your connections and having fun, just enjoying this journey together. So I was going to start with songs, but I'm hearing that I need to ask a question of you guys. It's been said in many ways, so I'm gonna just channel a little bit for you. And the channeling, I believe, is about creating and existing. I think that's what they're bringing in now. If I start channeling and it's something completely different, I apologize in advance. I do channel a very specific person or group, and I've done it. Again, all of my abilities have been since I was a child. And it sometimes I think, man, I wish I had a really cool coming out story. Like, I woke up one day and there was all this stuff there, but I've just always had it. And it seems like if you have a bigger hype story, people are more like they want more, like they're like, oh my God, that's so wonderful. But we're all born with it and we all have it our whole life. It's a matter of like, just like your biceps, not mine because they're so small. But if you work them out, if you use it, they're going to get better and bigger. But the bicep muscle isn't one of my, I'm not trying to work that out. I'm so focused on the stomach and the booty, the bicep doesn't get any love. Um, but yeah, the more you use it. But anyway, let me channel for a moment because they wanted me honestly to do this last week and I did not. I just forgot because I just get into the show and I just start going and kind of do it. But they really want to talk to you guys about something and give you a message today and they want to channel it. So just give me a second here. One of the things that you must understand as you are on this plane, everything that you do and everything that you say and everything that you think is creating your tomorrow. Your today was created yesterday by your thoughts, your actions, your non-actions, and you are in a critical time. There are many things in motion right now that could lead you to the place that you actually want to be in the way that you actually want to be. You need to, if you want to reach a different way of living, start thinking a little differently, start doing things a little differently, start having a different belief system. We are here to tell you that everything is changing exponentially, and we will be here with you while it changes. All you need to do is project out exactly what it is that you want coming in. Project out what it is you want to experience. Practice with the small things and work your way up into the bigger, more comfortable things. Everybody thinks there's some kind of you have to do this and you have to do that and you have to say it 10 times and put it on a board and be the truth is, here is the truth. What you believe is what you will achieve. You can want to win the lottery. You can buy a ticket for the lottery. But if you do not believe you can win the lottery, that will not be your winning jackpot, not even for $1. If you buy the ticket knowing you are supposed to have that much money, that is going to put you in a better position to win. If you buy the ticket knowing you are comfortable with that amount of money, that is going to put you in a better position to win. Now let's go to love life. If you have a position where love always has looked like this between your family members and your friends, then your belief is this is how love looks. This is how love feels. This is what happens during love. If you change that belief and you start focusing on different love stories and integrate that into your being and the knowing that there is somebody else out there that will be like you, that will love the way you do, that will treat you the way you want, that person or a person with those characteristics will gravitate towards you and you will have that experience. You are creating your existence. You are creating what is going on in front of you. Many people will talk about negativity or positivity, or did you hear about this? And did you hear about that? And the truth of the matter is that if you don't allow it into your mind, it cannot absorb and become a part of you. Stay on a positive path. Only see and entertain what you want in your life. There are many changes coming in, and it's time for you to take control of the way you think. That is one of the only things you truly can have control of here on this plane. The way you think, how you feel. No matter what happens outside of you, you can keep your mind with practice in the place you want it to be. It is going to be imperative if you want your outcome to do this. Okay, I guess that's their message. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go back to the beginning, like the bicep thing. If I want bigger biceps, I have to do the work on my biceps. If I don't want bigger biceps and I don't work them, it's not going to happen. If I don't care about biceps, which I should, whatever, just so that this doesn't sag, like, but whatever. But the same thing is in everything in life. If you want whatever it is that you want, you have to have the most beautiful, loving thoughts about it. And that is it. That's that is it. I hope that message that they channeled made sense to you. I really do. I hope it helped you in some way. And I feel like they are going to be channeling through me for the whole show. So be prepared for that. And I'm going to tell you this as I nervously pet my desk. That's actually what I'm supposed to do is just channel. But it makes me so nervous in a way. Because I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. And that is a crazy, crazy thing. And I know, like, I was doing an event once and somebody asked something and they were like, blah, 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 blah at that person. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't talk to a person. But, it is what it is. But that is actually I'm supposed to be doing that a lot more. They keep telling me, and I'm like, oh, well, we're doing this. Oh, well, we're doing this. So, yes. Okay. I am going to go into songs. And this is the funniest thing. Last night and today, I keep hearing this like mashup. And it starts with Adele with "We could have had it all. We could have had it all." And then it goes into "You didn't have to cut me out." And I just crack up because the narrative in my mind with those two things, where I go with it, like, we could have had it all till you didn't have to cut me out. I'm like, ooh, what happened in that story? What tragic trauma bonding went on there? Um, so that is the first two songs. The next song is this song, "Let Me Love You," and then the next song is "Take It Out, Take It Easy, take it easy on me. It should be easy to see." And I don't know the rest of it. I don't even know who sings that, but that's that's the next song. The next song is maybe that goes with the first two songs. "We could have had it all. You didn't have to cut me out. Take it easy on me." Maybe they're like going back and forth with it. I don't know. All I'm saying is those are the first songs of the day. Okay, next we have any other songs, you guys? Okay, this morning for my TikTok, I did names. So I was not going to do names here, but there is two people from the other side that are literally clogging up my ears and keep saying it's not my name, but their name. It would be my name to them. And they are on the TikTok this morning. There's a lot of other names, but okay, the first name is Edna, and that's easy. Edna, 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 Edna. But the next name is either Persipit. It's either this is why I had to take two takes on TikTok when I was recording the video. Persimmons or Persipity? Persipit. I don't know. Can somebody tell me what that name is? I feel like either my dyslexia is kicking in or I'm just not getting the name correct. Like I can kind of hear it in my head, but I can't get it out of my mouth. So whatever that is, okay? Okay. 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 And then the next song is Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. And the next song is go Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe. If you don't know that song, everybody should hear that song once. Everybody should hear that song, but only once. Only once. And then the next song is that song, Ooh, Black Betty, Bam Blam. Ooh, Bam Blam. Something about a child, damn thing went wild. Ooh, I don't know. They have me in a chokehold with these songs this morning. I'm not even joking. They have me like and the names. Okay, I'm going to get started answering questions. I've already answered a couple of questions in the chat. You guys, please make your questions about life, love, career, finance, or if you want to connect with a loved one up above, please give me their first name and their relationship to you. If you want general, like tell me what's going to happen the next 3 months, 6 months, the next week. If you want who's all around me, please book a private session for that. And that's a much better place and way to get through it. Because if you say, give me a message from anyone, and I give you the message, your next thing is going to be, who said that? The next thing I'm going to say is, for the sake of the show and the number of people watching, calling in, so on and so forth, one question per person. And if you've already asked me this question in the past or a past show, please have a different question. Don't keep asking about the same relationship. It hasn't changed. The answer is the same unless you've gone to therapy. That's and I'm not being rude. I'm not trying to be rude. If you want to ask, if I've already answered your question about a relationship or a specific person, and you need more on that, please book a private session. Please do that. It's better for you. It's better for the listeners. It's better for me. It's a much better way to do the show. New questions, new subjects, and we are going to get started now. Hey, Fawn. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Samsalalo. If you guys have questions in the chat on Podbean, you can put the questions in. And again, I already have a number of questions in on the YouTube chat. I'm sorry. And I do go live on YouTube and Podbean. So if you're watching or listening on any of the other venues, like a different podcast, like Apple or whatever, you can join in every Monday and Wednesday for the show, or just hit the notification button or subscribe so you know when the next show is going to be live. Okay? Thank you. Hey, greetings, Poe. I'm just going to call you Poe. I hope that's okay with you. Okay. Okay, Rebecca, happy Monday. Annie says, hi, Toni. I want to ask if things with me and a guy named Surya continue romantically in a good way. You know, I answered this a little bit in the chat, but I'm going to answer it again. One of you has to make a choice. I don't know what that choice is. I'm not going to talk about that. It might just be the choice of, I want to be committed and move forward, or I want to keep it where it is, or I want to, go to school, or I don't know what the choice is, but one of you has to make a choice, and that choice has to be solid, Ani. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like if that choice is not made, then this relationship will struggle a bit romantically. It will struggle. And I don't know what the choice is. I'm not looking at that. I'm just telling you. And you know what? If you're in a relationship with a person romantically doing the wah, you should be aware that aware of what that choice would be. okay? And if you are not aware, then you need to really examine your relationship. And I don't mean that in a sassy way. I mean that like you two should know each other well enough. If you're lying, you should know each other well enough to know where everything sits with each other, if that makes sense. Okay? Okay. And I think, Ani, I'm going to say, does one of you want to relocate? Does one of you want to move? Or like I just feel like it might be one of you wants to go in another direction or relocate or with school or work or something, and they need to make the solid choice. Okay. Okay. Will my Nada Live says, "Hi Tony, will my daughter get a new job?" I'm gonna say that's a solid yes. It might not be super, super soon. It might be a bit, it might be a moment before she does. But yes. Okay. Hey, Sal. Hey, Elizabeth. Elizabeth wants to know. I just lost my place. I'm so sorry, everybody. Um, let me get back up to it. Elizabeth, where are you? Elizabeth wants to know. I know what she wants to know. Um, Here it is. Hey, Tony, happy Monday. I'm chronically single, but what year will I be married? The only word I hear on that is choice, meaning you're going to have a choice. I can't nail that down for you because when the time comes, it may look like it's going to be this, but it ends up being that due to something, I don't know what. But I feel like you will be married or have a marriage type relationship. It'll be marriage type with or without the piece of paper. I'm not sure exactly what year that will be. And that's part of the beauty of this place. We get to decide that and create it. Okay, thank you. And excuse me. Um, Hey, Maris. Maris says, when do you see me going back to work in my truck? It's been taking too long with paperwork. Can you see when I will be on the road again? Maris, what state are you in? Thank you, Poe. Thank you so much. Maris, what state are you in? Um, I feel like it's going to be between a month and a month and a half. And during this time, I really need you to, or they really need you to start reaching out to people to set up contracts, is what I'm hearing. So you have it set up, Nevada. Miris, are you thinking of going from state to state, or are you wanting to just go through Nevada? Because I know what I'm seeing. I'm seeing, yes, I have to set up. Yes. Are you thinking of going state to state, Maris? Are you wanting to go, like, let's just say from Nevada to California or Nevada to Texas? Or are you thinking of doing that? Or do you just want to like do haul loads in, yes, state to state? Okay. Over the road type of thing. I feel like a month and a half, and I feel like you're going to have, an agreement or a contract of some sort that allows you, excuse me, that allows you, I just hear California, Texas. So it might be a tri-state, like California to Nevada or California to Texas, whatever it's going to be. Don't just look in your area, check out those areas also, and make sure you include paperwork for all of that. Okay, love, but I do feel like it will be a month to a month and a half. I know it's very frustrating, but there's nothing we can do when it comes to that sort of thing. Erin, hi Tony, still new to my job, but do you see, I'm sorry, but do you think I'll be a manager or will they ask me to be a manager? Yes. I hear right away they're going to. It might take a bit of time, but I do feel like they will do it. I feel like it's going to be a really good fit for you, and I feel like you'll really like it. But again, it is going to take a bit of time. It's not something that's going to happen immediately. Um, so yes, if and it's up to you. If you and I just throw this in because we have free will. If you decide to move on to a different place, then no. But I feel like you're going to stay there, and I feel like eventually you will be a manager. I actually hear administrative. I actually hear you'll be part of administrative, if that makes sense to you, love. Sal, hey Sal. Someone just contacted me after 20 years. It's a long time from my first spiritual community asking me to get involved in weekly channeling sessions to uplift humanity. Any thoughts? Yes, many thoughts. I have many, many thoughts on this, Sal. Okay, first and foremost, Sal, um, a- ask them if you can, if you have to commit. Okay, ask them, do I have to commit to every Sunday? Can I come in like every other? Because I feel like every Sunday might be a bit much for, or every week might be a bit much for you. Um, I do feel like it's a good opportunity, but I do also feel like you might not, it might be, when something's new, it's fun and good. And oh my gosh, I'm doing this, right? But then after a bit of time, you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I have to do this again. I do feel like for the first bit of time, it's going to be really good. You're going to like it. Um, and I feel like it will be a good experience for you to have, and you should do it. But I also feel like if you want to walk away or you don't want to do it that often, you need to let them know I can do this, but I'm not committing to a lifetime of this or every single Sunday. And make a schedule, make a schedule ahead of time. I do feel like there are going to be some things there you like and some things that you definitely are you may have differing beliefs about it. And make no mistake, Sal, they're getting a benefit from you being there, so make sure you get a benefit from being there also, okay? Okay, Maria. Okay, so you guys, if I answer your question, please read the whole answer. And if I say in the answer, uh, if I give you the answer, that's the information I received. So, Maria, I do see you passing the exam. When you get there, you have to remember to slow down your breathing and focus. I do not know what grade you're going to get. That's up to you and how well you perform once you get there, but I do see you passing. Okay? Thank you. Hey, Genevieve. Uh, and asking me a question 5 times in the chat is not going to help you because I'm just trying to get to the next person. So please be respectful of that. Thank you so much, Maria. I really appreciate that. Ashika, Ashika, what did Amanfield think about me when I sent him a follow request today? I'm going to be honest, I'm not getting a lot. So I'm just going to say I don't feel like he was thinking a lot about it. Um, Ashika, if I, and I hope I'm pronouncing, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. What platform? Hey, Fawn, how are you? What platform are you? Did you request? It doesn't even matter. Here's the thing. It's social media and sending a follow request. It's or a dating, whatever it is. Um, the answer I'm getting is at this point, not completely invested. At this point, not like overly thinking about it. Okay, love? And I implore you to, here's what this is the way I'm going to say this for everybody listening and watching. Um, the more, and this is a message I received in my own meditation that is, I think, very relevant for everyone. The more we want someone else in our life, even if it's not a specific person, like we really want a partner or we really want a husband or a friend, whatever it is, the further we are from ourselves. So when we can like tap in with ourselves, the more we can tap in with ourselves, the less we feel we need somebody, and the less, like, here's the way I'm going to explain it to you, and this isn't everybody's case, and I'm not saying this specifically for you, Ashika. It's for everybody. The When we're looking for, let's just say, a partner, um, the bigger that person has to be, like the more popular or the stronger or the whatever, that's something that we feel we're lacking, and we need to work on that so that we can have a healthier self and not be so, does this person want me? What are they thinking of me? When we haven't even said hello to them yet. And it's not wrong to think that at all. It's not wrong to think that, but we have to know, no matter how they feel or what they think, we, especially we are okay, we are good, and we are solid. And I'm trying to say it in a way that will be very gentle, yet everybody can kind of understand what I'm saying. Um, in in the world of online stuff, it's so over, I don't know what the right word is, but there's so many people reaching. Like I don't go to any messages. I don't open any DMs. I don't look at anything anybody sends me on social media. If you want to go to TikTok or Instagram or Facebook and follow me, great. I don't even, when somebody follows me 9 times out of 10, and this isn't a negative thing, I don't think. I don't watch every single person like, "Oh my god, this person just started following me," or look into them. I'm just doing my work. I'm just going on and doing my work. And there are sometimes so many, not for me, but for some people, so many people following and do that, it's just, there's so much. So when it comes to those sort of things, whether it's a dating site or a social media site, I don't think people are very invested unless they're players as far as some of that goes. Um, and she got I'm gonna tell you this. I do feel like you are gonna meet someone out in public. You're gonna meet somebody face to face. I feel like you're gonna meet them in approximately 3 to 4 months. I feel like they're going to be a very good match for you, even though you don't know that right now. I feel like they're somebody brand new. You don't know about them online. You don't know, you've never met them, you've never heard of them, they don't run in your circle, they don't know your friends, um, and they're very mature. It's a very, very, very mature person. And that is what I'm getting for you. So don't worry about some guy like that. Don't do, because the person you're going to meet, I'm going to say, where are we? We're June, July, August, September. Jesus Moses. Uh, June, um, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, by November, you should have met this guy if you're out and about and paying attention. This person's going to come in and like really be a very good person. Okay, love. Heather, hey Tony, any messages from Aunt Sandy for me? I can call if that would be easier. I could do this, Heather. Aunt Sandy for Heather. The first thing she would say is, "Take it easy," that song. She's saying, like, don't, you have a lot of piles of things going on. Like, for example, work, home, this, that, the other thing. You have like these areas of things going on. And the one thing that she would say for you is that you need to have yourself be, um, you need to have yourself like not, I know what she's trying to say. Don't put so much energy into each pile. Remember, everything's going to work itself out. Everything is going to happen the way it's supposed to. Your worrying about it is not going to make it go this way or that way. So just understand that it is what it is and it's going to work out. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but if that makes sense to you, let me know. And also, there's something going on with your son and it's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out, it's going to smooth out, it's going to be okay. So don't uh, put heaviness on it. Just say, I know it's going to work out and it's going to be good. Oh, thank you for confirming that, Heather. Thank you so much. Okay, Darlene said, I'm so sick of the dating game. I'm ready for love. Uh, Yeah, Darlene, we all are. Um, the way I would say this to you, Darlene, completely love yourself, and then the people around you will completely love you also. Don't be desperate, because when we're desperate, when we really want love, when people that are predators and in the dark triad, they can smell that a mile away and they will take advantage of it. So you have to be in a place where you, and I know we've all heard this, where you don't care, you don't want something, and then somebody who is somewhat normal can, well, not in the dark triad or a predator, can appear on your level, and they're not seeking someone they can take advantage of. Okay. Poe, please send me the name of the person you are involved with, just so I can kind of tap into that. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. And if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, please don't be afraid to let me know. Okay. Hey, George. Welcome to the show. I'll get to your question in a second. I'm going to go back over here. And I want you guys to know, Podbean, if you go to Podbean and ask a question, it will probably get through a little bit more quickly because there are less questions there. Paul Freed, hello, Tony. Met my spirit guy named Jacobs. I'm pronouncing it wrong. I apologize. Sunday night in a dream, he said, I have more spirit guides. Yep. Could that be true? Thank you from USA. Yes, 100% true. 100% true. Heather, oh, that would make sense for what she's saying. I am going to tell you, Heather, call me on that. I'm not going to say it out loud on the show. Call me on that. Get a second opinion. I don't feel like that's accurate. I feel like and I'm going to tell you what you can do to help or to, I don't, good. I love that. Also, that fenbendazole or fembendazole, whatever that is, immediately, 100%, 100%. Yes. Okay. Next, cherry blossom. Hi, Tony. Hi, everybody. What do you see coming? What do you see coming towards me in love this year for a long-term stable relationship? Perfect way to put that, cherry blossom. Someone's coming in again around November, December. This person is going to have kind of sandy color hair, maybe, or they could be bald. Somebody, I'm so sorry, you guys. Somebody just keeps calling my phone over and over again. First they were calling, first they were calling, I don't know if it's the same person, but they just keep calling over and over again. And I apologize for that. If you're watching the show and you want to call in, the only way to do that is on Podbean. Okay. Thank you. This person coming in, at one time their hair was a little sandy color, but they might be bald now. I don't know. Some people like bald. I don't know. But November-ish, I feel like this person's coming in, and I do feel like it's going to be a substantial relationship. George, hi, I'm in a bad state right now. Ever since my father has passed away, I've been trying to help my mom and take care of her, but she's full of hate. Oof. George. Yeah. I'm so sorry, George. Okay, George, here's what I'm going to say. Apricot kernels, Heather. Apricot kernels. Order them right now. Okay, George. I'm going to tell you this. I think that this isn't because of your father's passing. What I'm feeling, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, and I will take that. I'm going to tell you that the hate isn't new. It's something that it's more like resentment. And we'll do a clearing for anger, hate, resentment for everybody watching, listening, rewatching, re-listening. And if you know somebody who's filled with hate or anger or resentment, just think about them and ask that this healing and clearing be sent to them. We're going to start pulling this now. And bitterness, because I'm picking that up. Pull back a little bit. You don't have to be there 24/7 or as much. Pull back a little bit and allow yourself to heal also. And I will say this, someone who has those strong of emotions, when you're around them, even talking to them on the phone, it like meshes with our energy. I've been around people who literally, like, their energy is really toxic and I literally feel like I'm going to throw up because they're so angry or they're so, whatever they are, whatever they have going on. And it just makes me feel like I'm going to throw up. So back off a little bit, get yourself back where you need to be, spend time healing you. And from there, you can help her in the way a therapist would. Buy her a journal and let her start writing. Like just it can be one of those 50-cent one notebooks and just let her start writing. And even if she doesn't want to, that is really what she needs. Yeah, yeah, I'm some I'm just gonna say this. Sometimes people feel like there's just not enough help. Like you could do everything for them and it still wouldn't be enough. And we all have people in our life or had people in our life like that. No matter what we do, it's not enough. She's afraid. I'm going to tell you, her fear can bring out anger and shut down and bitterness because we don't know what's going to happen. How she's really afraid. And I'm not saying that so you let your guard down and you do more. It's normal that as we age in this society and we are alone, and Darlene, I get it because Darlene, when we do start to age and we do start to get to a certain point and we realize I don't want to be alone the rest of my life. I don't want to die alone. And but when you lose your partner or you are a little bit more along in years and you're alone, there's a lot of fear like if something happens, who's going to be there for me? If this goes on, what's going to happen? Get her involved, and I know she probably won't. I'm already hearing she won't, but try to give her resources for senior centers and bingo nights and things along those lines. And that's not your responsibility, but you can just like say, hey, so and so was telling me his mom does this. I'll take you the first time. And then after that, she can be on her own. But it's a very difficult dynamic. And I'll tell you, my mom and I think everybody has, I don't know anybody that has like a perfect relationship with their parent. And let me just say it that way. But when she passed, I had two things. Number one, we didn't resolve some things that I hoped we really would heal. And part of that is my fault. I think at some points she tried, at some points I tried, but just too much had happened, kind of. And number two, I really feel like, oh, George, you're going to have me crying on the show. Like there are times I could have been there for her that I wasn't, uh, because I felt like she wasn't there when I needed her. So I was petty Betty. Whoo, I know you guys, hard to believe I would pull that out, right? Nope. Not, I just, and I also like, I want to make excuses. I'm not going to, because I know when I sit by myself, what I, how I feel about it. I know in my mind where I go. So all I can say to you is think about how you can integrate other people in, new people in that might be helpful also, George. Okay, I'm going to go to Fawn. Question: do you see my daughter Miranda staying with Mike, her new boyfriend? I hear yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Oh, do you mean staying, like living with him? No, staying with him forever. They're going to be together for a bit of time. I feel like there are some complications there, Fawn. I feel like they have, relationships are growing pains. And we learn about ourselves while we're learning about the other person. And most of the time we project on the other person because we don't look at ourselves. I'm going to tell you, they're going through relationship growing pains, and they are going to have to communicate and work through it or let it go. That's what I have for that. I do feel like there are some complications, but they work them out, and then there's and which can be normal. I feel like they're going to be together for a while. I'm not going to say whether they're going to stay together forever or not, because I feel like things happen in relationships and people make choices. Okay, I'm going to go to Poe. My person is Damien. I did not answer that yet, and I apologize. And I think your question is, let me find Poe again. I feel like your question was, I'm so sorry, Poe. I'm so sorry, everybody. Oh, anyway, I can get info on the connection I'm in. I'm just gonna look at Poe and Damien. Is this a, yeah? What's up with this? Oh, the first thing I hear, Poe, and I want you to tell me if this makes sense to you. Um, oh, what a tangled web we weave when at first we try to deceive. Does that make sense? Poe, he's laughing. He's at me laughing my butt off emojis. Yes. Okay. So somebody in this relationship is very, oh, I'm going to use the word, likes to have their way and will do anything they can to get their way. Is that you, or is that Damien? Let me tread lightly until I know who it is. um, it is, yes, it's kind of both. Okay, well, makes sense. Well, at least you're a good match. You're a good match. But yes, me too. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Relationships can be a beautiful thing. There has to be give and take on both sides. So if you are in this situation where both of you are trying to manipulate your own way, treat it like a business deal and negotiate what you get and what they get. Listen, I'll give in on this. I'll concede on this. Can you concede on this? I'll give you this. Can you do this? And in financial matters, take it easy. Both of you in financial, is that what this is about? Financial stuff? Is some of it financial? Because you need to take it easy. They yelled it in my ear. In financial matters, take it easy. Just take it easy. Meaning less spending, more QT, quality time, things that aren't whatever. Okay, that's what I have for you, Poe. I hope, yes, it is a factor. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah, they're never, once you get the financial matters into perspective, once you get them under control, everything else will be a little bit easier. The things you think, how do I say this? We don't need everything we want. Just because we want it, it doesn't make it a need. Whether it's a trip, whether it's a clothes, a bag, whatever it is, we don't need everything we want. It's more important to build for the future than to ball today, to ball out, like to be a baller today. Building for the future, save whatever, every time you want to spend money, put it in an account and buy a rental unit, a duplex or a fourplex, and then boom, and then boom. Okay. That's what I have for you. Okay. Next, I'm going to go to, okay. Genevieve, geez, your message is really talking to me. Thank you, Genevieve. I'm happy. It's good for you. Jennifer, how will court go tomorrow? Not the best. Jennifer, I'm actually going to scroll down. I need you to tell me. Hey, Andrea. Thank you so much. Hey, Peter G, how are you? Little Phoenix. Oh, there's so many people here. I'm so sorry. What's court about? What's court about? Jennifer, what is court about? Tell me what's going on real quick. 2 seconds. What's court about? And I'm sure she's tapping. Hey, forward moving. Hey, Lenny, forward moving, what type of work are you looking for? If you don't work, I think your question was, are you going to work? I need to know what type of work are you looking for? Uh, Thank you, Daryl. Thank you so much. Hey, Kavita. Okay, Jennifer. I I don't know what you're going to court for. I feel like whatever it is, you are not going to get everything you want or the outcome you want. I feel like it's going to be a negotiation. If I see that you put in there what it's about, I can give you a little bit more of how that's going to turn out for you. Okay, love? LP, Black Betty, bam, blam. Oh, Black Betty, bam, blam. Sorry. Hey, Lilith. Persephone. 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 Personippus. I'm sorry, you guys. You're going to know very single and very lonely. I'm sorry, LP. I do feel like there's the potential for someone to come in October, LP. Make sure you're out and about around that October time, having fun. Be out having fun. You know, if we're out looking miserable, the only person we're going to attract is another miserable person or somebody who will take advantage of that. Hey, Karen, Patrick, where have you been, Patrick? Heather, Elizabeth. I think Elizabeth, I think I already answered the question for you, Maris, Nevada. Okay, we did that. Aaron, let me see if Jennifer, possession, disposition, possession, disposition. I don't know that second word. Can you please explain that second word for me? Possession. Please explain the second word. I don't think it's going to go exactly the way you want it to. I feel like, two questions. Do you have an attorney or are you just showing up for a plea? And then also, see, this would be a really good question to handle over a call. Oh, I don't feel like how much. How much? Baggies involved? All these things will determine where this is going. Are they doing possession as a dealer, possession for personal use? I'm sorry, it's not funny. I'm sorry, it's not funny. I'm so sorry. I know people are going, you're the psychic, you tell us. I don't feel it's going to go exactly the way you want it to. Jennifer, I do feel like if you have an attorney, have them stall it out. I feel like you need to tell them to push the court date out if you can. If you cannot push the court date out, go in and do as little as possible tomorrow. Tomorrow's just, for some reason, tomorrow's not the best day for this. I wish you could give me more disposition. I don't know what that word is. I do feel like you need to really, I need so much information on this. Jennifer, I need information on this. Okay, Jennifer, is she going to get time? I don't feel like you're going to get time though. I asked, are you going to get time? I get a no. I feel like there's going to be a ticket. I heard ticket very loudly. A fine, like a fine, you're going to have to pay. And remember, the more we pay, the less they do to us. It's a court system. So the bigger fines we pay, the less they will, whatever. Okay. All right, you guys, we are there. We made it an hour. I look forward to Wednesday with everybody. Have an absolutely amazing rest of the day.